It's a cheesy episode this week on Great TV. We'll help you with your ears and show you a few tips along the way.
Fire it up.
Great TV. We're coming to you from the birthplace of American barbecue, Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Lawnmowers going in the background.
It's a great day.
Back to some beer. Actually, what did you do? We got our beers going. How did you open that? Show me that trick, because that could come in handy.
This is a.
It looks totally dangerous.
This is not totally dangerous. This is an old trick that I learned back in the days when we didn't have like bottle openers, but we were still smoking. Your cap is on here like this, and you kind of use your finger and your thumb as a lever, and you just kind of stick your lighter underneath here, and you just work it on up, and pop, it pops it right off.
So it's this part.
Yeah, and you'll see that. See how my letters there is cracked a little bit.
And you're wedging it underneath.
That's right.
Yeah, that's complete. That's going to explode on you.
No, it's not. Jeez.
The MacGyver of barbecue or beer. Welcome to Great TV. Jack Wabor, 3-time South Carolina state champion. I'm Bill West with BarbecueTricks.com, which I'm going to write that one down.
I'm drinking Sierra Nevada Pale Ale today.
Fins up. They're not paying us anything, so we'll just leave it at that. Our letter today starts out with a pretty good one. I read about using flaxseed oil as a way to cure cast iron pans and was wondering if you've ever used it to cure grill grates. Flaxseed oil. And I believe that
I read that letter just this week, Bill, and it was provided a link to it. I think I read the link, and I'll tell you what, the link is a great link. If you get a chance, if we could maybe...
CherylCantor.com has got a little article, technique for seasoning. I'll put the link up.
It's a good link for seasoning cast iron. I have never used flaxseed oil to season a frying pan, but I'll tell you what the benefits are of different ways of seasoning and using different oils. Flaxseed oil is generally organic. It's 100% natural, and you don't normally find flaxseed oil in your grocery store. Usually you got to go to either a higher end grocer or over to a health food store or something like that to find flaxseed oil. And flaxseed oil is not cheap. That's off the top. That's are the benefits and drawbacks of flaxseed oil.
So it's one of those things where some other oils could probably work just as well, but
if you're
not
looking
quite as well.
If you're looking for those benefits of the omega-3s and all those things that go along with flaxseed oil, then certainly I would recommend that you use flaxseed oil.
Does omega-3, if you're seasoning a cast iron pan, matter?
I'm not sure, Bill, and that's something, like I said, I've never actually used flaxseed oil to season a cast iron frying pan. But seasoning cast iron is a process, and it's not actually you're using the oil, but what you're actually doing is polymerizing the oil in the process. So you take your piece of cast iron, and most people do it either in their oven or on their grill, and you wipe the oil on the cast iron, and you put a thin coat on it, and then you put the cast iron piece in your oven. Heat the oven up to about 400 degrees. Let it sit in your oven for about an hour, and then turn your oven off and let it cool down to where you can handle the cast iron. It takes about an hour. So right there you got 2 hours in it. Then you take it out, you wipe it again with the oil, just a thin coating, put it back in the oven, bring it back up to 400 degrees, let it sit for an hour, let it cool for an hour, then take it out. So seasoning a piece of cast iron takes time, it takes effort, and to get it done perfectly, you're going to have to repeat that process over and over and over again until you get the sheen
patina
on that. Yeah, that's right, the patina on there that you're looking for. It takes time. It's worth the time to do your cast iron the right way. But all you're really doing is polymerizing that oil and making it into something that is like a coating rather than an oil coating. In other words, you're getting it hard, as though you're baking it on there is what you're really doing. So you kind of got to look at if you're using flaxseed oil and all the oils, you do a little bit of research on the internet, find out where your what I call smoke point is, and we know that all oils have different smoke points. And you take your cast iron frying pan or your cast iron piece just short of smoke point, because if you take it past your smoke point, then you're going to fill your house up full of smoke. You don't want to do that. The interesting part about it is, and as I was doing the research into seasoning cast iron, when you get your cast iron piece above 600 degrees, well, now you're into that cleaning mode. We've talked about cleaning grills and what that's all about, and you know, getting your grill screaming hot or super hot or whatever word that I use. Well, if on a grill grate, if you're using cast iron grill grate, the chances of you getting the grill grate too high on top of radiant heat is probably pretty good. So I'm not too sure if it's even a possibility that you would want to season cast iron grill grates. Gotcha. See where I am?
Yep.
So if the heat's going to be too much for it anyway, and all you're going to do is burn it off, then I don't really see a point in seasoning your cast iron grill grates. Now, if you're going to use lower cooking temperatures and keep your temperatures down for, say, cooking vegetables or chicken or something like that, you're going to keep it down around 350, well, then yes, there is a reason to do it. But if you're going to be searing steak or using high temperatures, all you may be doing every time you raise your temperature above 500 is ruining your all the hard work that you put into seasoning the grates anyway. Gotcha. So it's kind of a choice you got to make.
By the way, our friend Dan Delaney, who does his What's This Food podcast and thing on YouTube daily show, he did a real good one on seasoning cast iron.
Really?
Go look, just cast iron, What's This Food.
Dan Delaney, good guy.
Good stuff. And he does it step by step. All right, our gadget, before we get to our gadget this week, let's show because we're really proud of our great plate.
That's right.
Look how nice these steaks look.
This is the Tony Coombs Great Plate, sent to us by the cameraman himself, Tony Coombs. He made steak, baked potato, and man...
Did it taste good, Tony? Did it taste as good as it looks?
Just take a look. Fantastic. Just take a look, Bill, at the grill marks that
he
put on that steak.
I saw that. That was pretty impressive.
What, if I've ever seen diamond grill marks on a steak, that's the one right there. That's Tony Coombs' work right there. Tony's been paying attention behind the camera at Great TV. That's a wonderful thing.
Good stuff. Send us your great plates. Real easy to do. GreatTV.com. Use the submit link in the left-hand margin.
That's right.
All right, our gadget this week. It's called the Tomato Shark, and I've never heard of it. Now that I see it, now I know. Now I am somewhat familiar with it. But
this little bugger right here is called the Tomato Shark, and I got to tell you, Bill, I really didn't have or know what this was. When I originally saw them years ago, I thought it was kind of like a melon baller kind of thing or whatever.
That's what I would think.
And then I went to work in a large restaurant that used tomatoes regularly. And a tomato shark is actually a pretty cool gizmo. I'll let you go ahead and shark that tomato right there.
How do I do it?
And all it is taking the core out of the tomato. So you dig that in just like that and give it a little twist. You got it.
Oh, just kind of? No,
that's it right there.
So soft.
And look at that.
So it's a melon baller for the core.
It's a melon baller for the core, and your tomato core comes right out. Now, a lot of times when you're slicing up a tomato, if you don't take the core out, you slice up your tomato, then you get to the core, but you'll lose that little piece, or you have to take it out, or whatever it is. Well, with a tomato core, you can go ahead, this is called a shark tomato core. All you do is dig it in here like this, and it comes right out.
Is that its sole purpose then?
That is this particular instrument's sole purpose. But I got to tell you, I invested in one of these a couple years ago. It doesn't take a lot. It's about $1. And I got to tell you, this is one of the best gadgets I have in my drawer right here.
It's about as simple as that.
It is as simple as that. Makes a perfect core.
Tomato Shark. Is that a brand name or a...
No, I think it's...
Don't trip on my iPad
I think it's just a... Oh, sorry.
No, you didn't.
I think it's just...
Just scared me.
I think it's just in the business, they call it a tomato shark.
Look out.
Good stuff. And I also brought along a Parmesan cheese grater to go with our...
I hate your camera. All right. I tell you not to drip on my iPad. I hit the camera. All right, the Tomato Shark.
Too much beer. Tomato Shark, good stuff. Buy one. You can probably get them anywhere.
It's the Shark episode.
It's the Shark episode.
Awesome. Our secret ingredient this week is something that is a throwback to last week. Tell us what it is.
We're going to work with Parmesan cheese this week. Now, last week we talked about compounding butter. And this week we're going to talk about how to put the compound butter, the sweet corn that we grilled, and the Parmesan cheese together. And I got to tell you that Parmesan cheese, tomato butter, and or Chipotle lime butter and sweet corn are a side that you're going to want to serve to your guests. Parmesan cheese comes in various ways. Of course, I got to the my big box discounter and bought 100% Parmesan cheese already grated up. But you can also buy fresh Parmesan cheese, which comes in a block like this. And then you have your Parm cheese grater. That another gadget that I picked up over the years, because by golly, everybody likes to have fresh grated Parmesan cheese. And then you put this in here like this, and oh, look at this! Bill's bringing over the corn. Man, that looks good, doesn't it?
Done.
All right, pretty simple. You take the corn, get you some Chipotle butter, whop some of that good Chipotle butter on here like this. Man, that looks good.
Smells good too.
That is awesome looking.
This is the Chipotle butter that you did last week.
Yes. All we did was put it on the grill, and then you take some of this Parmesan cheese, and you grate it right on top like this, and that is ready.
Yeah, we need to wrap this up so we can dig in.
Ready for eating, just like that. Chipotle corn and tomato butter, roasted corn with Chipotle butter and Parmesan cheese. Man, that looks good, doesn't it?
We're going to wrap it up for this week.
Because we got some corn to eat.
I'm not going to mess around. Next week, we'll be back. More fun stuff on the show. And until then, make sure you jump online, ask us questions. Jack at greattv.com or Bill at greattv.com. And submit a great plate. That's
Absolutely.
It.
Hey, gang, remember, buy local, think global, stay sustainable, and every chance you get, eat some corn and hug your mama.
That is about as good as it gets. Oh, yeah. Perfect.